We are here 1 week before the National. Ricky, good morning. How are you? We have an agenda to get to today, but we must not skip the pleasantries. How are you doing on this fine morning?
Good morning. I'm good. It's very hot in Chicago. Um, yeah, like you said, we're 1 week away from the Natty, so get ready for that. And yeah, how about you? How you doing?
Busy, stressful. I'm glad you asked. I want to kind of just re-emphasize why that there hasn't been a lot of content on the YouTube channels because I'm in the middle of an expansion for the shop. That's hence why the backdrop is a little messy, so to speak. So I definitely do appreciate other people's patience and such, and good content will be coming. Overall, though, besides exhausted, tired, we're good. I mentioned last episode, and we can kind of dive into the national right now if we want to. But I kind of mentioned like, yeah, I'm not really excited for the national. It hasn't really hit me yet, and I think now that we're less than one calendar week away, I'm starting to get there a little bit. I still have a lot going on, but it's just like it feels different this year. I don't know
I
what it is.
I had mentioned to you before too that I'm not, crazy excited about the Nationals. Yeah, I don't know if it's like because of the shows that we've been to have been just as great as it, or
Mhm.
the state of the market. Like, one of my main reasons I told you was because I'm more excited about Pokemon right now than sports cards, and National, at least the last few years, had very minimal, excuse me, Pokemon cards. So we'll see what happens this year. You know, a lot of these dealers are opportunists, so maybe they'll hop on the boom and have more Pokemon cards. But yeah, something feels off this year.
Now, in years past, I've made a bunch of national related content. Obviously, the vlogs and the pickup video actually will probably be a live stream, but I've made content and videos in the past about what to expect, what to bring, the excitement, just all the stuff leading up to it, which I've done nothing about so far this year. Now, of course, we can kind of peg me being busy with the shop and now the expansion. Sure, those are valid reasons, but I even with Pokemon kind of being more centric, I still feel like that there should be a level of buzz and excitement that for some reason just is not there. And maybe it's because Fanatics Fest was a month ago now, but like a month ago, I still feel like we should feel a little bit better about the national coming up. I think it's just we don't know what to expect. We kind of do, and that's going to be like, oh, we're gonna see high prices, we're gonna see cars that nobody wants. They're gonna be well over comps, and that definitely does play a factor into it. But I think that's what we're expecting and hoping that is not true. Now we could both go in there confidently and say everything will be priced accordingly, things will be at comp, and it doesn't matter if it's sports or Pokemon, we can still all have a good time. But I just there's something in the air this year that just leads me to not think that that's what we're going to see. And actually, I didn't even. Oh yeah, I did write it in our little notes. You know, this whole scandal about the fake autographs. That's actually something you shared with me and brought to my attention. Is that a new factor into it? Or is it just that Pokemon is way too prevalent right now and that we are not going to probably see a lot of Pokemon at the show? Now, last year there was only a dozen tables, I think I counted, but there was a lot more at Fanatics Fest. So will there be
Right.
a lot more at the National, which is a bigger venue than Cleveland was last year? There's a lot of things going on, Ricky. There really is right now. And I think with the National being less than a week away and us not being all too excited, it's kind of crazy because we've talked about the National beforehand, before Fanatics Fest, like, oh, the National's in 6 months, it's in three
Right.
months, the countdown's on. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like ever since Fanatics Fest, that excitement just kind of poofed and vanished.
It's kind of justified though because Fanatics Fest was an amazing show. It
Hmm.
wasn't just like a big show like national. The national is essentially it's just exciting. There was a lot of stuff to do, whatever. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm looking forward to the national. It's still a great event. It's still a great show. It's still a fun time. It'll be nice seeing people, but I mean, yeah, with it being in my backyard, you would think let's go. I don't have to pay travel expenses and stuff like that. But yeah, it's
Are we just like doom and gloom over here all of a sudden? All right, so let's what about the national can we get excited about? Or what can the national be something somebody else maybe gets excited about? I think meeting people, seeing cool things like similar to
right.
what we saw at Fanatics Fest are all on the table. I think to at least the interactive stuff is going to be to a much lesser degree, but there's going to be on-site grading. There's going to be obviously autograph signers. There's going to be cool events that these corporate, companies put on. There's going to be free giveaways. So like there is a bunch of good things, guys. Let's don't let us think we're just
Yeah,
downplaying
like
it's going to be a terrible show.
all things considered, it's still like the show. It's still
Exactly.
an amazing show.
I think
Uh,
we're just hesitant about the Pokemon landscape. We don't know what that's going to look like. We kind of have a hunch that the prices are going to be probably 25% over market value or recent comps. And that's just going to, be a miserable time to negotiate with a vendor. I think those two are extremely prevalent and probably the leading horses of our kind of towards the national, at least in my
yeah,
opinion.
I mean, obviously there's going to be dealers who have deals, but like I'm expecting to be able to go Thursday, which is like second day, well, officially day one of the national. Um, so I can only expect so many deals really because dealers are going to want to give cards away on the first day of the national. But big shows like that, I don't like going Saturday.
I think Sunday is going to be the day that there's going to be deals. I mean, last day of any multiple day show is usually typically the case. Now, could there be vendors that just have stuff that they've been sitting on and they just want to move? Yes, but I think they're going to be kind of priced at where they either bought it at and the car is no longer worth that much, or they're pricing it extremely high because of the unforeseen potential that's potentially on the other side of the card. But of course, we can play this game all day. Like, oh, what if they snap their leg? What if they, blah 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 blah. I just does the hobby maybe have a vendor issue? Now, let me kind of reiterate that, or at least rephrase that. Does the hobby itself, whether it's Fanatics Fest, whether it's the National, have a overpriced vendor problem? Yes, but like it's hard to put in words because like I'm not trying to just be like spit on every vendor saying, oh, you guys are overpriced, you guys are terrible. But the vendors, I think, need to be more smart about what they buy, how much they're paying, and how much they're selling it for. Greed can only go a long way, can only go so far. But I think if we have smarter vendors, then I think we can have a much better show experience for not just us, but just everybody involved.
Um, yeah, I mean we have those stubborn vendors who don't want to move up prices at all, or say they don't care about comps, but only when selling. Um, it,
It's tricky. It's
I don't.
tricky.
I mean, like you said, not. I mean, there are obviously a lot of good vendors. I don't know if we have a. I don't know. I don't know how to word it either.
It's tough. Like we know what we're trying to say. Like we know, but it's just putting it in actual words without sounding
I
either
mean,
terrible or sounding like we don't know what we're talking about.
as someone who has vended and you vend, obviously, we understand both sides of it. As a buyer, you want deals. You want the vendor to price things you can buy, get it so they can move it quickly. But the dealer, they have to cover overhead, to cover all that stuff. So they can't just give away deals for the sake of giving deals. Like some people feel entitled to deals,
And
but
that's
just because you say, "Oh, this is doing this. I need it for this." Doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
I'm glad you mentioned deals, and you actually emphasized it a couple times because when you first said it, I was like, "Wow, that's great," and then I forgot about it, and then you said it again. I'm like, "Oh yes, perfect." So I think deals, and we talked about this about Fanatics Fest all the time, and we are going to 100% see this again. Is kids specifically, adults too. How much are you willing to pay? Now we're not vendors, so we don't have to deal with it, which is going to be fantastic. But people are going to have the false narrative that they can easily get 90, 95% on their cards. And hey, all the power to you if you can get it. But when that offer is staring at you, right, boom, right there, you cannot be able to
Mm-hmm.
deny it, or you shouldn't deny it. Because again, if you go to eBay, you're walking away with only 86%, even if you sell it at market value. Now, going back to my original question, because I think this really intertwines beautifully, Ricky, is is this where vendors are lacking the knowledge of being a vendor? Is because they are paying 90 to 95% of market. Now, if you're buying $100 card for 90 and you're able to sell for 100 15 minutes later, great. Let's rinse and repeat. But like vendors are buying at ridiculously high percentages, and traditionally they're probably not going to see that return soon after. Again,
Right.
15 minutes later, they might be able to, but like, let's say 3 days passed. They buy something at Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now it's Sunday, and they still have it. Well, what could happen between those 3 days? The market could go down. The last couple sales could pop up, and it's trending down. Now, if we're talking about short numbered case hits, low numbered cards, I think it's a little different of a story. But if they're paying 95% for a silver prism, Ricky, what are the chances that another silver prism sells in 24 hours? Extremely, extremely high. And so the vendor's going to have to try to recoup and get whatever they can, that 95% that they did buy it for. But now they're asking and charging over market because the last two
Right.
sales were, say, 80%, or 85% of what that market value was when they bought it. So it really intertwines all together. And now that we're just kind of chit-chatting about this and we're putting the pieces together, that really kind of like makes a whole lot of sense. So if vendors just kind of calm down with the 90, 95% stuff, and maybe they just live in that 80, 85% range, that's fine. It gives you a little bit more wiggle room, a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more of a safety net. Then I think we can have a much better card show experience for everybody, vendors, dealers, national, Fanatic Fest, doesn't matter who it is or where it is.
Well, a lot of those dealers buy that high percentage because they think they could just give it to repackers and have the repackers pay 100 to 110 too.
I want to dive into the repack thing because you mentioned it, and I'm so happy you mentioned it. Now, before we talk about the whole PSA repack thing, let's just kind of talk about repacks in general. You're not the biggest fan of them, correct? Like waste of money, perfect. I just For every 100 repacks that you do, how many times are you walking away either satisfied or feel like you made money off of it?
Right.
10%, maybe, depending on the value, of course, depending on how much you're paying for it. Now, you sent this to me, Ricky, and it's going to take me a damn minute to pull it up. But can
Mhm.
you just kind of shed light on this PSA repack thing that you sent me last night and how
I'll,
garbage
I'll
I think it is?
honestly, I don't even know where to begin because this is so stupid. Like the rollout was stupid. The product is stupid. This guy is.
Go ahead, say it. I dare you. I dare you. You won't?
This guy is stupid.
Yeah, there you go. Feel good.
It does.
So it's literally just him talking this whole time. There's no other pictures or anything. And I don't feel like
Yeah.
playing. But basically, PSA is doing this whole repack system, just like every other content creator, influencer is doing, or whoever may breaking company may be doing. But the big difference is here, Ricky. Apparently, this big difference is transparent checklists, transparent values. And what was the big thing? Oh, it's all packaged by PSA. It's certified by PSA. It's checked by PSA. Whatever, whatever. Does that really make you feel good? Like, I mean,
No.
the
Like,
transparent checklist thing, like that should be absolutely mandatory across the board. We should know what 50 cards are in that repack list. That should be mandatory across the board. But the fact that PSA is curating these repacks does not make me feel any better about dishing out however much these are going to damn cost. Because we all know PSA is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. However, PSA in particular has their own problems with transparency, or I should say lack thereof transparency.
Mm-hmm.
So
My,
how many
my
base Trevor Lawrence Donruss rookie cards are you going to get in a 9? Like, how many of those are in there?
right. So my main problem with this repack is, besides the fact that it's a repack, is how did they acquire these cards? Like, is it just cards they had and graded themselves and just gave themselves tens on? Did they buy these cards? Like, is there any? I don't see any transparency in that.
Like, where's this checklist? I want to look at this checklist. Like, oh wait, are they even out at the moment? We'll drop the checklist. Let's see, is it out? No. It's and it's an exclusive to Cards HQ. All the power to you. Whatever, do whatever you want. But again, I mean, oh, gradedgrailsrepack.com. Oh, now let's go to that.
Oh, let's
Graded.
go.
Oh wow, if I could spell. Graded Grails. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pre-order. They're not even out. Let's see. The debut series. Those are. Let's just. What's A? Oh no. Looks like that item's missing. Are they already sold out? Or maybe they only had 10 of them. My computer wants to hurry up. Oh wait, I'm not even sharing my screen. Oops. I thought I was sharing my screen. Oh, this is where I'm at. So I didn't get far. Oh, it's just I did another one. It's just not coming up. I mean, that alone just kind of screams a little suspect. But anyways, here's the website. What does PSA certification mean? Every card is authenticated and graded by PSA. Every checklist verified by PSA. Does PSA really, really care? I just randomized and packed under PSA supervision. Wow. Like, I mean,
Right. Like,
is that
what?
supposed to
Like,
make me feel better?
all of a sudden, we're just supposed to trust PSA, the
Step
probably
into
the least trusted graded company.
Oh, yes. So please enlighten us on that line of thinking,
Listen, all
Ricky.
right,
I
right.
just I just want to pick your brain. That's all.
Like I said, I bought the deal for Card Ladder.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, but I mean, like, obviously, I use PSA for my stuff, but I'm not going to sit here and act naive in that it is a sketchy, rather sketchy company with zero transparency, zero, reason for the grades, unless, of course, you pay a high premium.
So I will give them credit here is for this kind of like line of text here. Floor and ceiling rates are determined based on current market value. Who knows how long that they've been sitting there for in that box or when that current market value was determined. Market prices fluctuate over time, and the actual value of individual cards may change after purchase. I'll give them at least that credit that there is some form of transparency right there. So if you buy this and your card is not worth whatever you paid for, that's on you. Um, is the idea neat? Sure, it's nothing new. Currently, each grader contains 432 boxes. So do they sell out of all these boxes? Did they sell out of these boxes, and that they kept the best 50 of them behind closed doors? Who knows? It's just like the whole PSA hype thing, and it's just hilarious and comical. And we don't need to beat that horse again and again and again, Ricky, because I feel like we'll just be kind of boring and we'll just again, just whatever. But the fact that what if Beckett does something like this? CGC kind of does it with like that Walmart mystery box thing. I mean, in the card
See,
that they opened, and those are all CGC 10s. And the one that they did in the video was it's like one of those Shohei Ohtani cards from his 50-50 season, like that little insert run. And it was like a base card of that. So it's like, all right, well, you're not showing us that you're pulling a Shohei Ohtani out of these boxes. You're showing us that you can get a good name, a cool set out of this $20 box along with whatever packs are in there. But again, what if Beckett or CGC does SGC does something like this? People just not going to care because it's not PSA? Are people going to
see,
care because this is PSA?
I just don't think grading companies should be doing this in general. I don't care who it is.
And that's a great point that you mentioned, because aren't grading companies supposed to be a place, a third party verification authentication company, for them to bring in, well, not them to bring in, but you send them your cards, they authenticate it, they give you a numerical grade, and they send it back. Why are they going out and getting cards for repacks? Now, listen, you can point fingers at CGC, sure. You could also point fingers at PSA for this. Why are these companies going out buying cards for themselves to get graded? That just screams like that they're going to be like, oh, this is a 10, this is a 10, when it's really not. Now, PSA is known to 10 cards that should be sixes, and cards come back sixes that should be 10s, or at least 9s for that matter. Release is
Right.
July 30th, and they're already sold out.
Like I said, like my main point was, how are they acquiring these cards? Like, are they like if they're just grading their own cards and selling them, then that's very sketchy.
Oh, shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, and this goes to the whole repack thing too. I mean, again, why shows are hard to work out deals is because vendors know that they can just sell to repackers who do buy at 90, 95%, or some odd number in between, 91.5%, or whatever it may be. And why sell to people like us when they can just wait for this new repacker to come along the way and pay strong on stuff? So, like, is it really the vendor's fault? Maybe at the end of the day, maybe not. Maybe kind of deteriorating my previous point. Maybe it is the repackers and the whole repacking business that's kind of really affecting the hobby at a grander scale.
Mm-hmm.
But my goodness, I don't know. Is the National coming at a bad time? Maybe, there's a lot of this and going around, a lot of that, a lot of negativity, a lot of speculations, and we get the whole fake autograph scandal thing that we can talk about in a second. But you know what? Now that I think of it, Murky, I think the Nationals coming at a wrong time. I do.
Yeah,
I do. And I'm not going to
that's
blame
not.
Fanatics Fest either. I mean, I think Fanatics Fest was fine. And again, it's completely different. But just the National with everything going on, it's not a good time right now.
Yeah, real quick too. My favorite part of this whole thing was the rollout. Jeff Wilson teased this new thing like 3 days ago. It was like, oh, this is gonna change the hobby forever. This is exactly what the hobby needed. Blah 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 blah. It's a repack. It's another repack.
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because I guess I'll bring up the screen again. Does the hobby really need more repacks?
No,
Okay, it
we need
started
less.
off.
We need less.
These whatnot streamers started off buying boxes and cracking them. People were sick of buying into breaks and not getting their monies back, or buying boxes and not getting the cards they want. So they just rather buy for the card, pay for the card. Okay, so people were just buying the card that they want. So what the breakers did and the whatnot streamers did is they pivoted to just singles. But it's just another box break version, but for singles with these repacks. So the people that are buying these repacks are doing the exact same thing, gambling, unsanctioned and unvetted gambling, with now singles instead of box breaks. So instead of getting the Falcons, you're going to get whatever damn card is in that box.
Right.
Kyle Pitts 2022 out of 499. Yeah, PSA 9. Woohoo. It's the same thing. And people, whether it's collectors or whether it's just people with money to blow, they keep falling for the same trick with a different mask on over and over again. When will people smart? And I'm not trying to attack people, like
I
just
am.
smart. Okay,
I'm
rip into them. I'm just saying, people need to
just
smarten
kidding.
up. People just need to
It's
smarten up. That's all I'm asking.
it's all the gambling aspect of it.
Stick to
When
draft, FanDuel or Draft Kings or
So
whatever.
that's the thing, right? But like, if you place a $20 bet and it loses, you don't get anything.
Yep.
Like, at least with this, the floor is 45%, I guess. So if you, let's say it's $100, and you get the floor, at least $40 on it, which like obviously is terrible. but it's better than nothing. So I think that's kind of what attracts people to these repacks too. That even like with the gambling, you're still getting something out of it,
But like
you're still losing money at the end. Like the house always wins, and
always,
you're not the house.
that you are not. It's just like, why do we need, or why do people need to go out and gamble? Sure, it's fun and exhilarating. Absolutely. No one's saying that it's not. But like, is
Well, that's
is
a
the
whole
hobby really the place to be doing this gambling?
yeah, that's a whole psychology study. But
I agree with completely. All right, I'm just trying to pull up the pictures that you sent me. Do you have the actual link to the autograph scandal thing? 'Cause I don't want to pull it up and expose my messages.
mm,
Oh wait, was this it right here?
let me see.
Oh, I think I know. I think this is it. Hold on, stand by.
Okay.
Oh no, it's just an article about it. There's no photos.
Oh,
Okay. Well, yeah, I have the link here. I have this tab here. So I love how the cover photo about this memorabilia stuff is Series 1 hanger boxes. Has nothing to do with Series 1 or baseball cards specifically. Like if you put like signed memorabilia, that would have made a lot more sense. So I'm just going to read this really, really quickly, just so in case people haven't heard or living under a rock, whatever it may be. This is from about a week ago, actually, a week ago on the dot. Sports memorabilia dealer admits to counterfeiting over $350 million in gear after police raid warehouse. Police in Indiana conduct 2 raids on warehouses this week as part of the counterfeit sports memorabilia investigation alongside the FBI, finding one person dead on apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. While police said that there were no more official information given about the ongoing investigation until it's completed, the man apparently at the center of it was more than willing to post details about the scheme he'd run for years. Brett Lemieux, a sports collector dealer who ran Mr. Man Cave, wrote a lengthy post in the Autographs 101 Facebook group admitting he'd sold more than 4 million items and brought in $350 million, much of it on forgeries. The post, which was revealed by Sports Collectors Digest, details how forging autographs and holograms became an addiction and claimed he was responsible for a huge portion of the autograph merchandise on the sports collectibles market. Quote, it was an addiction, Lemieux wrote, quote, how many items can I sell and give a front of a huge company? I did it for years, purchased millions of dollars of legit items, mixed it until, name withheld, found the hologram connect. Then I had the bankroll to buy even more, do more signings. Every one item from the signing turned into 10,000 and was certified 95% of Mahomes and Judge on the market are sold by me. Basically, every autograph sold in the last 25 years, you should have looked at it. It's fake, and someone sold it to you other than me. I wish I had the exact dollar amount of money taken in from this, and I'll go to my grave never knowing. I kept this a secret from everybody. Ricky, if you bought any memorabilia, signed memorabilia by an apparent superstar in seemingly any sports, they're probably fake. This, I think, will have a huge impact in the national. You go to any table that sells memorabilia, unless it's like an older guy who's probably passed away 40 years ago, or just a player that nobody else cares about.
right.
Chances are it's fake. Now, let's not forget, a couple years ago, PSA authenticated a counterfeit Patrick Mahomes autograph as well. Now, was that by him? Who knows? We'll never know. But on the back of the card of an autograph card, it specifically says this autograph is verified and authenticated by Panini America, whatever it says. And this autograph on the front side did not have that text on the back. So they literally just took a Prism card or whatever it was, took the sticker, stickered it on, sent it to PSA. PSA authenticated it as legit, although it was not. I think every autograph now needs to be in question unless you physically saw that player, that athlete, whoever, physically sign it yourself. This is a train wreck.
Just real quick, breaking news.
Oh,
Justin Fields was just carted off the field 20 minutes ago.
And his season's over with a torn ACL.
Yeah. But yeah, this I don't think I have really any autograph memorabilia. Like that hasn't really been my thing. But oh my god, I feel bad for people who just collect autograph stuff like that. Guys passed up.
Cooked.
No, but that must just be a terrible feeling knowing that something you cherish or paid a lot of money for is probably fake now with
Lemieux
the
claimed the warehouse
verification.
police raided $500 to $700 million worth of fake merchandise. He claims he made undistinguishable counterfeit cards and holograms from companies like Fanatics, JSA, and Panini, and autographs from some of the biggest athletes like Mahomes, Judge, Kobe Bryant, who's been unfortunately passed away for over 5 years now, and Tom Brady. It doesn't matter who it is. The chances are, unless you saw them physically in person do it, chances are, Ricky, it's fake. And it's terrible for these actual collectors. Oh, I like Tom Brady because I'm a Patriot fan. Well, it could be fake,
Right.
unfortunately. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah,
cut you
that's
off.
no, it's awful. And I don't know what made this dude finally come to light, but like the timing of it kind of sucks too. Like you said,
Absolutely.
right before Natty, that's gonna hurt a lot of these dealers. Not that like not that like I didn't want this to come out so people can make money and stuff, but it's definitely gonna make people hesitant to buy all this stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
sucks.
again, the Nationals coming at a terrible time, or at least bad time in terms of just the physical hobby element itself, it's just the trading card element. Then you mix this in, it's just like the hobby can't catch a break. And I feel like there was a high level of ecstasy after Fanatics Fest. Like things felt good, things were exciting. Sure, we had a couple comments to say about kids turning down 95%, but like you hit the repack story, you hit this counterfeit story, you hit the lack of probably Pokemon, the high vendor tags, like the prices that they're going to be asking, and it's just like the hobby can't catch a break right now. The level of toxicity just keeps compounding. And there's no stopping it because nobody cares. People do not care about a groundbreaking story like this or the fact that people are losing money, hundreds, thousands of dollars on repacks or breaks. I feel like breaking is not even a problem anymore. Nobody's talking about breaks. Like maybe that situation has been resolved. I mean, maybe time does heal all wounds. It's just like, oh my God, like the National, again, we felt good. Get a couple comments about the 95% turning that down, but like maybe the National can fix things. Maybe we'll feel good leaving the National when it's all said and done. I highly doubt it. I think there's going to be like a sour gray cloud just kind of looming over the National the entire time because the story came out. Nothing's stopping repackers from buying at
Right.
92.38%
Like
of comps.
like the National is going to be full of like it has its breaker pavilion.
Yep.
That's annoying in itself.
Yep.
And then we're going to have all the memorabilia that's everyone's questioning the authenticity.
Fake.
And then
Yep.
we're just going to have table of repackers. It's like I don't know.
Crazy. And like I'm glad that we're covering this because we do talk a lot of positivity about the hobby. Even when Pokemon was just booming, booming, and booming, and there was levels of toxicity there, which still are apparent, but it's dialed down a little bit. Even when sports cards was pretty miserable, and I remember saying a year ago, Pokemon's better than sports cards right now. It's a better time to be in Pokemon than sports cards. Like, I mean, we've gotten through all of this, and we've been fairly optimistic. And of course, we've been touching upon the negativity when it's come about, but it's just like, man, it's just all of this stuff thrown on top. And it's just like drowning in pessimism and I can't even think of the word, not unauthenticated or unsanctioned or unvetted memorabilia, cards, dealers, streamers, grading companies, you name it. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, unless you're a collector going through bargain bins, filling out your 1978 top set, or you're looking to complete the rainbow of your favorite player, or just collect cards of your favorite player and team, and that's it. Not a good time right now for the hobby. Not a good time for the hobby.
Yeah,
And it's terrible.
like I told you, like I want to trade all my sports cards for Pokemon cards now. Like I'm not enjoying the sports card.
So let me ask you this: why aren't you enjoying it? I know you mentioned it before, but I'd like you to reiterate on it, because for someone like ourselves who are so big into sports, and I'm sure there's tons of people out there who are as well, they're also leaning away from sports cards, maybe out of the hobby altogether, or maybe just into Pokemon. So can you just kind of like dive into that reason?
Well, like I still like buying for my personal collection. Like
Yep.
I like my PC and all that, but Pokemon is just more fun to deal with. Like people, they like people. I don't know if I mentioned it here or just to you or whatever, but you watch these YouTubers who do Pokemon versus sports cards. Like the Pokemon people just like enjoy it more. Like it looks like they're having fun, and then the people who come up to the table look like they're enjoying it more. Like they're like collectors who are ecstatic to see their favorite card at the table, or to finally acquire a Grail or stuff like that. And when you see these sports card deals, it's people coming up to the table looking for a deal, looking to make money on a card, or looking to buy at X%. So it's like it's two different crowds. It's more fun versus business, basically. And
I'm
right now, I'm just enjoying the fun side of it more.
I'm so happy you brought up the content element of things, because we can shift in that direction. And you even were like, mediocre card content. What do you mean? I'll dive into it. I'll definitely dive into it.
I want to hear some names.
So I want to kind of piggyback off of like your point there, where it's just like you watch these sports card creators, and what are they doing? They're just flipping cards, flipping, buying, flipping high price tagged cards. Which, listen, they got the bankroll for it. All the power to you. But that's not the hobby. Like there was a couple kids that came in maybe a week ago, a month ago at this point, and one of the kids said, "Oh, I just like watching the $20,000 deals go down." It's like, sure, that might be entertaining, but like that's not the hobby. But that's the false narrative that these innocent kids, very vulnerable kids, are getting to know, and that's not true in the slightest. Like there's a million and one ways to collect, and there's only a few wrong ways, but like that is not the right way at all. But that's what gets clicks, and that's what gets views on YouTube. But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to Pokemon, I completely agree with you. Like I don't watch a lot of Pokemon content out there, but the ones that I do, it's right. Hey, how's it going? Oh, that's such a cool Poncho Pikachu set that you have there. Oh wow, you have that promo from 2003 and a 10. I haven't seen that in years. There's just so much excitement and so much like, giddy up that happens when it comes to Pokemon dealers. And I feel like the people that are buying it, people that are buying cards at these shows aren't looking to flip. They're looking to fluff up their collection, or they're looking to master a set. Like, oh, I need card number 167. It's just a reverse holo,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't find it anywhere. Let's see if I can find it at this show. Stuff like that just really gets you excited for the whole collecting aspect of it, which you just do not see with sports cards, which you can do. You can collect the whole optic base run of football cards and the hollows of optic football. You can do it. It's out there. It's possible.
No one does that because it doesn't
Nobody.
flip it. Can't make money off it.
So, but like, why does master setting Paradox Rift looking for card number 167 get clicks and views and is entertaining, but trying to collect 2023 optic football card number 98 doesn't? What's the true difference? I just don't see one besides one's sports cards and one's Pokemon cards, because that's not the content that people apparently want.
And it's also you can never really realistically finish a set in sports, right?
I
Like
I, I agree with that.
you can get a master set, you can finish a master set in Pokemon, but with sports cards, you're realistically you're never gonna get every card out of the set.
And the sports sets are just obviously massive compared to Pokemon, and that's totally fine because there's more players out there, or there's more inserts. Now, maybe the amount of inserts is a problem, but like, what's wrong with collecting the base run and then maybe insert subset, whether it's like Prism Break or like I can't even think of, or like just the silvers, or like, oh, let me get all the retail exclusive red cracked ice ones. But
Mm,
even then, even if you do that, the set is not complete. The master set's not complete, or just the whole set itself isn't complete. So like, there's still a level of something being empty, and that's the full complete master set, which you can do with Pokemon. I do agree. But yeah, no, let me kind of circle back to this whole mediocre card content. And I kind of alluded to it a little bit with my little spiel and rant that I just kind of went on, is like, there is no entertaining card content, specifically sports card content. Let me just kind of keep this in the scope of sports cards. There just isn't. And whether it's from people's favorite influencers, whether it's from vloggers, other shops, other dealers, streamers, breakers, it's just all the same. And it's just, listen, I'm no influencer. I don't get the clicks, I don't get the views like some of these other people do. So maybe it's just jealousy, which I don't think it is, because that's not my goal. It's not my job. But like, it's just like every video is the damn same thing. Oh, I'm
mm.
at this show today. I got $10,000 to spend. Let's see how much I can get. Oh, I'm at this show today. We got to buy this inventory for our shop. Oh, we're at this show today. Let's go make a deal with our favorite vendor. Oh, I bought a one of one Victor Wembanyama, whatever. It's all the damn same. There's no creativity. There's no innovation. And that's probably why, like, I don't personally watch it, because like, if I don't watch that video of you at the Dallas show, I'll just watch you at
Right,
I don't know,
right.
my Florida, Miami show, or whatever it is, because you're not doing anything. Sure, the edits might be cool, or the transitions might be cool, the music might be bopping, but like, I don't care that you're working on this $10,000 deal and you're trying to get 88% of it. Like, that just, how does that drive the needle? Like, there's no conversational videos that are really indulging, that make me want to be like, oh, I got to talk about that with Ricky. Oh, I can't wait to, make a video about this. It's just like, you go to any YouTuber, any influencer, it's all the damn same. There's my rant.
No, it's true. It's like it's 15 minutes of just bought this for X amount, good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Just bought this for X amount, good deal. Made
Yep.
money.
Yep.
Wow, but look, big card. It's like
Wow.
I get it. I mean, like I watch it. You're right, but it's the same video every time.
And it's just like when I first got into into the shop, and I was watching shop owners wheel and deal at shows because they needed the inventory. I'll admit, I don't want to say it was inspirational, but like, it was like, oh, so that's kind of how you have to do it,
Yeah,
because my idea of negotiating 10 years ago is a completely mindset than what it is today. Like, someone has a card for 115, like, oh, that's such an odd number. Can you just get to 100? Like, I mean, just a clean $100 bill. Not once did I bring up comps. Not once did I look it up. But now it's all about looking cards up. And sure, we got to do our research, and everybody should. No one's complaining that you shouldn't. But like, oh, but the last one did 96. I got to get under it for that. Oh, can you do 65? It's like, wait, where did we get 65 from? Like, that's just such an odd number. But again, it's, oh, here's me at the airport. Here's me on a plane. Oh, we just landed. Oh, let's go check out this card. Oh, we've had this for 3 months. It's time to sell because they're hot right now. Woohoo. Who cares? It's just like, again, when you mix in the Pokemon aspect, the Pokemon content, hey, we need 3 cards to complete our Grandmaster set. This rare promo, this random reverse holo, and this SAR. Now, I've had the SAR graded. I thought about cracking it. And if I can't find it out today, then I'll crack it. And then they crack it because they couldn't find it or they couldn't make a deal on it. It's like, oh wow, wow. It's just like the plot is just so much deeper at
Like,
Pokemon conventions or Pokemon videos. And the
yeah,
openings are more exciting too. And that's a whole different element too than just the vlog aspect.
like there's videos where it's like, I think his name is Deep Pocket Monster or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
where he tries to complete an entire set at a
And
show.
one
Like
show,
that's right. Like that's pretty cool.
like I watched one video of him doing that. He bought like 3 booster boxes. He even let some kids or even some viewers open a couple packs. He was like, all right, let's see what we can get for our master set. Got 88% of the master set. We need these 3 these 3 SARs. We didn't get that common. That's gonna be a tough one to find. And we have 6.5 hours to find it before the show ends. All right, game on. Let's go. And it's
Right.
just
And it's like,
like, what are you doing with sports cards? You're just buying up as much as you can.
right. And you see people, and you see like kids helping them, going up
Yep.
to them, and like, "Do you need this card? Here, you can
Yep.
have it." Like you'll
Like,
never see that with sports
like,
cards.
oh, this
Never.
vendor over there has that one card. Was it 167, right? It was like the whatever EX reverse hall. Like, you needed that one, right? Oh, they have it over there. Go over, and he runs over there. He's like, I need that card for my set. And it's just like, all right. Like the energy is just boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'll never see that with sports cards.
never, because people in sports cars only care about themselves and what they can get it for and what they can sell it for. That's it. That's it. And we saw that firsthand at Fanatics Fest. How
Mm-hmm.
many times where people are on their damn phone? Oh, the last comp was this. Can you do that? Or they just wanted the highest possible dollar because they were trying to sell their stuff after turning down 95%. Like, let me just offer you 120%. How about that? Does
Yeah,
that make you feel good?
that one kid really grinded my gears.
It's like, save that for somebody else.
Right.
Like, it's just so, and you don't see that with Pokemon cards at all. Like, sure, there might be some people like, oh, here's the last few comps, averages out to this. I'll sell it to you for that. My bottom dollar is this. And sure, there's, Pokemon's not all great. Like, sure, there's some bad content too. There's obviously a lot of scammers and theft as well. We can't discount that. But it's just like the energy, the vibes, the creativity, the content itself is just completely different compared to sports cards, where it is just the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. Same thing.
It's true. It's true. Like I've said that before. Pokemon people are just more excited about it.
More
Like,
passionate because there's real passion with Pokemon cards.
because people in the sports card feel like they're doing it for a job. They they got to meet that 3% margin or whatever. Instead of enjoying it, they're stressing over making money.
Like, I'm not here to roast anybody. They got more views than me. They have more subscribers. I could care less. I bought 2. I spent over. That's an ad. I bought sports cards for 8 hours. Buying big sports cards at Fanatics Fest. That's another advertisement. 5 things you'll see at nearly every sports card show. Okay, that's a little different. I like that. Buying the best deals. I traveled to 2 card shows. That's an ad. Buying grails at a card show. Oh, Pokemon vendor. Okay, here we go. I typed in sports card show and we finally got a Pokemon video. And it's just like spending $10,000 in under 3 hours. We made 50K deals in Detroit. So it's just like buying high end. It's so like, I mean,
I
here's another one. Oh, this problem is
I
plaguing
hate
sports card shows. Who?
that kid right there. That's Jeff Wilson's son.
Oh, it's now Card Crew. It was, what was it, Card Kids, but now the kid's like 17 and you're not really a kid anymore. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
We crushed it. $30,000, spending $100. It's 100,000 in one day. We spent $25,000 in 2 hours. It's like it's all the same.
It
It's
is.
all the damn same. Rick, this has been such a pessimistic video, Ricky. My goodness. Like, but like if this is what we need to do, then we'll do it. We'd rather be talking about goody good stuff and exciting stuff and woo, that's awesome. But this is stuff that's happening in the hobby too that people are just blind to. Because all they do is just click on these videos, watch these $100,000 deals in Dallas, and then that's what they think the hobby. Look, the thumbnail, $20,000 coin flip. Like, that's insane. That's not the hobby. The hobby's not a $20,000 coin flip.
We're
It's
talking about the stuff people no one wants talking
like
things no one wants to talk about. So
how many collectors out there really that are watching or just exist really can afford a $20,000 card, let alone a coin flip? Ricky, I don't know about you. I'm not buying no $20,000 card, whether I can or can't afford it.
not in
That
this
makes
lifetime.
no sense. Unless it's a 52 mantle that I can get for $20,000 in like a PSA 9. Sure, I'll buy it then. But like, I'm not buying no modern day quarterback card for $20,000, let alone flipping over $20,000. Like, that's not the hobby, but that's the content that people are consuming, and then that's what they think the hobby is. My
Yeah.
rant's over. It's over. All right. Oh, here's a good one here. Here is a good one. Hold on, let me share my tab. We have ourselves a new eBay policy. I don't know how much buying you do on eBay, Ricky. I don't do any buying on eBay.
Yeah, I really don't do too much buying on eBay.
eBay is testing. Can I zoom this in? There we go. eBay is testing a new bidding system for auction style listings, particularly in the trading card category. Why not just all categories? Why does it have to be just trading cards? The
Are we to do
automatically
this?
extends the auction time by 2 minutes when a bid is placed in the final 2 minutes. This aims to prevent sniping and allow for more competitive bidding throughout the auction duration. Do you like it or hate it?
I don't see how that's going to stop sniping, really. Because, like, I guess if you to get X amount, people are going to stop bidding, so that will stop sniping. But it's still the same idea, sniping. Like you're going to try to win the card at the last second with the highest bid. Like, I that's like whatnot.
It's like
That's what
it
whatnot does.
because it bumps it up what, like 10 seconds, I think, when someone
Something
places a
like
bid under like the final
that. Yeah.
5 seconds.
Like, I just don't understand the point of it.
I know, like, I think Pristine Auction does this for like bids under like 10 seconds or something like that. They'll bump it up. I
What's
think
it
2
say?
minutes is a lot. I think that is a
It is.
ton of time.
That is a very long time.
Like, if they wanted to do it like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, fine. I think 2 minutes is a ton of time. Now, Ricky, this might sound contrary to belief. I like it.
Really?
I do. It
Okay.
helps promote people from placing your bids earlier. So, because if someone does end up trying to snipe you, the timer's going to reset. It allows people to potentially have more time in case, like, oh, there's that 15-minute notification. Put your phone down. 22 minutes later, you missed the bidding or you missed the end of the auction. It forces people to get their bid in advance in case they do fall asleep or they have to go do this or do that or whatever. And even if you do lose it, hey, at least you got your final bid in. Okay. It helps cards sell for more, which makes the cards worth more. And I think it's going to deter flippers or even repackers for that matter from buying these cards. Because I think the people that are going to be fighting in those final 2 minutes are going to be actual collectors and people who actually want the card. Again, I think 2 minutes is strong. It's not a perfect system. I think it's going to, and plus when you go to comp a card, it's going to be worth more. Now, sure, that's going to hurt us when we're trying to buy that card off of some. Oh, the last one did whatever, $65. But the bids before the 2 minute thing was like $50. So of course, there's pros and cons to both sides of it, depending if you're a buyer or a seller. But I think for the grand scheme of things, it's going to be good. It might even deter people from buying on eBay altogether. Again, outside of collectors, people who actually really want the card. I don't see how it can hurt, because I'm sure we've all been there where we've waited for 3 seconds to throw in that last $12 bid, but someone else put in $13 and you lost. Now, sure, I'm not trying to get into a bidding war with anybody here, but if I really, 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 really want the card, when the timer bumps back up, I'm going to place another bid in. If I didn't really want the card, I'm out. So I think it's good. I'm
That's
curious
fair.
to see how it will play out long term. Man, are we all done? We got no more topics? Did we discuss everything? eBay. Let's write that down. Did we talk about everything in today's episode?
That we want that we written down, yeah.
Wow. I think that's like a first. Oh, maybe not first, but doesn't happen often. Well, okay. Well, without anything else to really kind of that's pressing, do you want to get into outgoing takes?
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
I mean, wow, geez, that was pretty quick.
Right. I mean, 56 something minutes later. I mean, it's not even 10:30. Oh, Eastern time, I should say.
Look at
And
that. You get to open the shop in time.
I get a little bit of time to edit and get things cooking and such before I have to open. This is great. All right. Fire away. What's the outgoing take?
No, I mean, besides buying your MVP as well. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to piggyback off the fact that those influencers are not the hobby. Like those guys keep saying the hobby, this, the hobby, that, the hobby, whatever. They're not. It is not a hobby for them. It is their life. It is their business. It is how they make their money and all that stuff. A hobby is something you spend some money on and have some fun, enjoy, whatever. It is not a hobby for them. Like you said, it is not realistic. It is not, how it all actually works. So you just gotta take what they're doing with the graph for your own path, have your own fun, have your own plans, stuff like that.
I think that was very very good way to kind of wrap it up, because people have this false narrative of the hobby is. Completely agree with you. I mean, it's funny. People will come into the shop all the time. Oh, who are you buying right now? Or what are you buying right now? I'm like, I could care less who I'm buying, as long as I can get it for a good deal. That's all I care about. I don't care who it is or what it is. If I can get it for a good deal and reciprocate that good deal to customers and collectors, I'm in. I don't care about the hottest flavor of the month right now, because you know what? They're an injury away, they're a criminal charge away, or they're an 0 for 4 stretch away from being irrelevant again. Or, pick any sport. They're 3 touchdowns and 2 fumbles away. But no, I agree completely with you. People have such a false narrative. I mean, I mentioned the kid earlier, oh, I just want to watch the $20,000 deal. It's like, sure, that might be great. That might be entertaining, but that's not the hobby. And you know what? If that's what you want to watch, fine. But like, just don't let that make you think that's actually what the hobby is, because it completely is not. Ricky, I could not agree more with you. My outgoing take is going to be this. Although we've been talking fairly negative and not looking forward to the national, I'm still going to have a good time. I'm still looking forward to it. And anybody going to any show this weekend or next weekend, whether it's a national, a local show, a regional show, whatever it is, go into it with the idea that you're going to have fun, that you're going to find good deals, that you're going to maybe meet some cool people or see familiar faces, and you will have a good time. If you only care about 70% or 95% for some people, or the last comp this, or being able to flip it for that, you're going to have a miserable time. You need to have a collector's outlook. You need to have a collector's mindset, and go into it having fun. Ricky, once I go up the escalator or down the escalator, whatever it is at Chicago, I'm going to have a good time.
It's
That's my plan.
the
And
kid at
you,
Disney World,
and
like
other people need to
eyes
as well.
light up.
It's like, oh my God, there's how many tables here? Like
Yeah.
hoping and wanting to see all the tables. It's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be fun. And people will be going to that show, and people go to other shows. I got to get things for the cheapest I can. I got to get more, inventory for the repacks and this and that. It's just like you kind of said, people take it more as a business than what they really should. And I think that's quite unfortunate. The direction that we've been trending definitely the last few months, year, 2 years or so, whenever really repacks started to become a big thing, half year and a half or so, whatever maybe, but it doesn't matter. Go out, have fun, enjoy the hobby. Make sure you're enjoying the hobby and not enjoying the business aspect of it. But Ricky, thank you so much. As always, this was an absolute fun episode. A lot of ranting, a lot of negativity, but we're still having fun with this hobby at the end of the day. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you smash the thumbs up button, comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, anything like that we discussed in this video. Definitely drop those down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't considered subscribing. Check out the channel membership program. I've queued up an excellent video that I've used to cover up Ricky's face that I hope you click on because it will be excellent for your hobby endeavors. Hopefully, I'll see you in that video. Bye.